big boy. What's your name?
Paul.
And what can I get you for Christmas?
Don't tell him what you want. He's a liar.
Let the kid talk.
You disgust me. How can you live with yourself?
Just cool it, Zippy.
You sit on a throne of lies.
Look, I'm not kidding.
You're a fake.
I'm a fake?
Yes.
How'd you like to be dead? Huh? No, he's kidding.
You stink.
I think you're gonna have a good Christmas, all
You
right?
smell like beef and cheese. You don't smell like Santa.
Okay.
Oh! He's a monster!
Hello everybody, my name is Alanna Kaivalya. My website is alannak.com and I'm the author of Myths of the Awesomeness.
My name is Grosso. My website is theindiespirituals.com and I'm the spiritual director at the Sanctuary at Shepherd Fields.
And we're here to talk to you today about one of our favorite holiday films, Elf.
Elf Buddy.
Yay! One of the things that Chris and I did was watch the movie recently and try to figure out what the spiritual implications of the film are, because every story has some kind of mythological or spiritual context to it, and we wanted to bring that to you.
Joseph Campbell on that ass.
Yeah, that's right, son. So one of the moments in the movie that really inspired me for this particular talk was actually at the end. So if you haven't seen the film, this is definitely a spoiler alert. But Santa shows up and he needs to have his sleigh run or move. And basically it can't because nobody believes in him anymore. So in order to get his sleigh to go, they need a little more Christmas spirit.
By belief, which is something that Santa describes to the child that is very much lacking. And he explains, as the child actually asks him, you know, why doesn't he just show himself? Why don't they get the news cameras there and put him all over TV? But as Santa explains to him, that defeats the whole purpose of the magic of believing.
Exactly. So in the film, the dad, essentially, Elf Buddy's dad, is really kind of a jerk. He's not got any joy at all. He's not excited about anything. He thinks Christmas is a foolish holiday. And it basically is through the film that he begins to stir up his own belief in his son as an actual elf, and of course at the end he meets Santa Claus. And Santa explains to the dad and to the kid essentially that it wouldn't work to put him on TV because the magic of Christmas is in belief. And if you basically create something that's real, it takes all the joy out of it. And it reminds me of when I was a kid and I believed in Santa Claus, and there was something really magical about trying to fall asleep on Christmas Eve and then wake up the next morning to see all the presents that Santa had magically brought. And I was really lucky that my parents actually went so far as to hire some of their friends to show up as Santa on Christmas Eve. And I got to sit on Santa's lap in my own home. He showed up with some gifts and everything. And these were really magical moments that kept inspiring this belief in me of Santa Claus. And of course, as soon as we realized that Santa Claus isn't real, all of that magic disappears. And now we think of this as like a children's holiday or a children's time of year because our belief has gone out the window, and so has the joy and the magic and the inspiration of anything that we used to believe in, but now we've either debunked or have become fact, because there's nothing exciting about 2 + 2 = 4.
Right. And Alanna and I were actually talking this morning about the belief and wanting to believe or wanting to want to believe. And it actually reminded me of something I'd read in a Ram Dass book that I'm currently rereading, and I brought along for a little talk. It's got a fancy 80s version, hot neon pink and blue cover. Christopher in the Mill, which is co-written by Stephen Levine, and I wanted to read a quick little excerpt for you from it on belief, if that works for you, Alanna.
Yeah, absolutely.
And in this paragraph, Ram Dass writes, "Most of us didn't bargain for the implications of the journey we found ourselves on. We started to understand that it might have something to do with what had been talked about as God, or a coming to God, or if you'd rather deal with the unmanifest, the state of nirvana. And we didn't really want them. We wanted to want them. That's a different level of the game. For most of us it has been quite enough to want God, or to want enlightenment. That keeps us cool, safe, secure, with the feeling that we're moving in the right direction. It gets a little scary when you start to disappear into the void." And, you know, that resonated with me in regards to this because it's, like Alanna said, about belief and the magic of belief and magic versus mythos and, you know, what you do with that and how you let it unfold in your own everyday reality. And for me, I definitely partook in some of that where I want to believe, and by doing my meditation practice and mantra work and various other spiritual practices, like you said, I feel cool. I feel like, all right, you know, I'm doing what I need to do and it's safe, but at the end of the day, you know, like Elf says, what, you know,
Elf Buddy.
Elf Buddy,
Yeah.
sorry.
The wisdom of Elf Buddy.
Yeah, it really is like, it's more about a belief, a faith, a real knowing, something, you know, making the untangible tangible, but in a way that resonates in you. It's not something that you can physically grasp.
It's an internal tangibility that comes with the belief that you have in something and the proof that it brings the magic to your life.
Right.
You know, as soon as we start to read things like newspaper headlines, which is what the kid in Elf suggests, you know, let's just put Santa on TV and then everyone will believe in him. But if it becomes a news headline, then there is no magic to it. It has to reside in your own heart. It has to have that inner mystery or that inner mystical nature in order to be inspiring to us.
Right.
And I think that in this holiday season, the thing that we can do is to look forward to embracing the mystery, whatever that mystery is. Whether it be a Charlie Brown Christmas tree mystery or whether it be an elf mystery. So look forward to the mystery and happy Festivus.
Yeah, it's really a very magical time of year. As cliche as that sounds, it really is. You know, there's a certain air about this time of season. So I often enjoy embracing it. You know, just really allowing it to be as it is and having fun.
Have fun.
Happy holidays. Happy
Happy
Festivus.
Festivus.